Many people have been asking, when I was doing so well and in fact leading in the polls, why didn't I decide to run for president? The fact is that numerous things happened. Number one, the Republican Party. They had a lame duck session in Congress, and the Republicans gave a new lease on life to Obama. They made an agreement with him. It was absolutely ridiculous what they did. And he was resurrected. He became the Phoenix. It was like a new man. Number two, Paul Ryan's plan. The timing of this plan was so bad. I happen to think the concept was bad also. It almost seems as though the Republicans have a death wish. When they tamper with Medicare, which happens to be a good program, but there's lots of fraud and waste which we should take care of. But when they tamper with Medicare, they have a death wish. This is not going to happen. And frankly, I would protect Medicare. It's not going to happen. You can't win an election if you're going to be playing games with Medicare. Fix it, make it better. But the Democrats are laughing at the stupidity of the Republicans and this Ryan plan. The Republicans are going to lose control of the House. It is unbelievable what he did. There was no reason for him to step out. He's a bad chess player. The fact is, he should have sat back. It was Obama's problem, and let Obama come up with a plan and then criticize the plan. For him, who just got this position as the head, to come out with his own plan, and by the way, already you've lost one election in an area in Buffalo, upstate New York, where the election couldn't have been lost. This plan, and in particular the timing of this plan, is a total disaster. Then we take a look at the $38 billion in spending cuts. Well, the $38 billion turned out to be $352 million. So the Republicans were talking about $100 billion in spending cuts. The $100 billion turned out to be $38 billion, and the $38 billion turned out to be exactly $352 million. So I look at the kinds of things that are happening, and on top of that, NBC is calling me on an hourly basis, offering me all sorts of money to continue with The Apprentice, which has been a tremendous hit show for NBC and frankly for me. And at one point I just said, you know what? I think it's time to take the money. I really hated what I was seeing from the Republicans. Then on top of that, which just happened, Eric Cantor, a very nice guy, but he comes out with a plan where, despite the fact that we're spending billions of dollars a month in Afghanistan, billions of dollars in Iraq, trillions of dollars overall, he doesn't want to give any money to the tornado victims. I mean, give me a break. What kind of a country do we have? So we'll spend billions of dollars all over the place, give it to our enemies, give foreign aid to people that can't stand us, and yet for the tornado victims, they get nothing. It's really sad what's happening with the Republicans. Now, I'm a very staunch conservative, but when I look at what they've done, it's going to be very hard for them to win. I am watching very carefully. If the wrong person is nominated, you watch what happens with Donald Trump and what he does, because we have to beat Obama. This country cannot last any longer with Obama as our president. Life and business is funny. Every time I told NBC no, they kept saying, can we give you more? Will you take more? And by the way, even if you're rich, it's a lot of money. When you have a hit show, it's a lot of money. So I kept saying no, no, no. But ultimately, I don't want to battle against the Republicans' stupidity, because it's stupidity, the things that they're doing. And at the same time, tell NBC, I no longer want a hit show. Who gives up a hit show? Nobody. So I had a decision to make, but there's plenty of time left for the big